Bitch. Hello, Scorpio. How are you doing? My name is Simply Velka, and I'm going to be doing your general reading for this week. So how this works is I'm always going to ask you, when it comes to any type of reading of mine on my channel, I like to ask you to rely on your intuition a little bit, because I like to use examples when I speak through tarot, right? So that what that means is I might see the message through the message of business, but for your situation, it could be pertaining to a relationship or some sort, a romantic one, platonic, family, what have you. You know your situation better than I do. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. I'm sitting at a table. So when it comes to this type of reading, also as well, I'm going to be doing 3 rows for you. The first row is going to be the energies that you're currently dealing with, and kind of like maybe some past residue energies. The second row is going to be the energies that are going to be coming to you, the blessings to come, and then for your third row, the Necronomicon is going to be your last row, where it's my favorite one of what you need to be working on for this week, Scorpio. Now, when it comes to this reading, I hope it does give you a sense of direction. I'm never going to sugarcoat things, but if it does give you a sense of direction, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help me out so much, and I would appreciate it. So let's just jump into your reading. I'm going to pull clarifiers as I see necessary. Okay, let's start this out. And then swords. All right, so let's see. Let's jump into this, my little Scorpio. So we have the 8 of Fire, 10 of Fire, and 7 of Earth for you. For your first row, the 8 of Fire talks about events moving at a fast pace and delays are over, many things happening at once. This is the last bit is what's really giving me what I'm paying attention to the most, Scorpio. So let me, the card's already coming. And then for your 10 of Fire, I always associate tense with a closure or something. And this card is saying too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, and stress is at an all-time high. So yeah, this is already giving me the affirmation of what I was suspecting before. For you, Scorpio, where I felt like, I said it's like things are happening at once. That's what I was focusing on. I felt like a lot of things are happening at once for you, and it's causing you stress, and it's causing you a bunch of anxiety as well, because we have the 7 of Earth, Scorpio, which is talking about seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, and unnecessary worry. This is talking about, like, these are just like your anxious thoughts. This is you feeding energy into negative narratives instead of positive ones, right? Scorpio, I'm gonna be real with you right now. I'm not, take it from me, I look like Bozo the Clown right now, because I'm trying to prove a point. I'm going to just be straight up with you in that you have the choice of whether to water the seeds that are negative seeds, and that may feed your ego a little bit, right? That may make you feel better. That may make the other person sound bad, or make that job sound worse than it is, right? So it makes you feel better about yourself. But I challenge you to let things go. 8 of Wands. I challenge you to let things go. Stop trying to have so much control of things, and just to release things. Release things without judgment, release things without an opinion, so that way you can welcome in something else. I feel like you need to really have an honest talk with yourself in terms of what it is that you're feeding energy into right now. I just feel as if there's a level of manifestation. I'll get into it in your second row, but let me just wrap up your first row, Scorpio. You have the 7 of Swords in terms of your 10 of Fire, and your 10 of Fire is talking about too much work and life being out of balance. The 7 of Swords is telling me where it's again, you're being asked to let go of something. You're being asked to move on from something. You're being asked to, and this could just be a mindset, perhaps. I really might feel like this might just be a mindset for you. Keep it, I promise you, stay patient with me, Scorpio. Your message is gonna really come together here in a few minutes once I get to your second row. But then for your 8 of Fire, we have the 6 of Swords that came up for you as well, similar to Cancer. So you may be dealing with another water sign, you may be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio. But with this 6 of Swords being on top of the 8 of Fire, again, moving on. You are truly being asked constantly right now, Scorpio, to move on from, I swear it's a mindset for you. Let me get into it now. Let me explain it now for you, Scorpio. You have the 5 of Coins for you, which was in Cancers as well. You may have a lot of Cancer in your chart, or you are just dealing with someone that has a lot of Cancer in their chart or something. Or this just may, your situation right now just may be the essence of the Cancer, and I always associate the essence of the Cancer as the epitome of just beautiful emotion. And these emotions may not feel beautiful to you right now, Scorpio. I heard that for some of you. but I feel like it's necessary. It's a beautiful pain. The Five of Coins, I feel like this is you right now. You're crying. You've maybe had some like nights where you just were just sobbing because you just don't understand. You're feeling lost, and it's like in this process of feeling lost, it's almost as like, what does this feeling of loss represent to you, right? What does it mean for everything else, right? You have the King of Swords that came in for you as well. King of Swords energy, I feel like this is just like a kind of like the energy that you need to start exuding, right? The Knight of Fire I pulled as the clarifier on top of your Five of Coins, which is again talking about sudden events that need immediate attention. Time is of the essence and thinking things through carefully. So this goes back with what I was saying with the Eight of Fire, where it's like this sudden events, and this is the clarifier I pulled. It's like, yeah, I just get like such an essence, Scorpio. It's just like so many things keep on just happening. Like you're just getting barraged by a bunch of things constantly that you're having to just handle. It's like a bunch of like things like in your ear at once, you know. It's like a bunch of people trying to like collect something from you or something. And this night, the King of Swords came in, and I pulled the High Priestess, number 2, numerology. Write that down, Scorpio, for you. And this says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So it's interesting because, yeah, these two, like the Knight of Fire talks about thinking things through carefully as well. So maybe right now, like your mind right now is kind of like out of balance. Maybe you're feeling like because you're just like emotions are high for you right now, Scorpio. You're just kind of being like a little bit reckless, perhaps. Reckless, and maybe it doesn't feel like it affects anyone. Maybe you're just like being reckless in the mind and just kind of just being like, screw it, sort of thing. Maybe that's like your version of recklessness. Maybe that's your version of chaotic energy, right? For your third card here, and this is what's really going to wrap up what I was implying, where I felt like you're manifesting, like it's where it's like your mindset and you're manifesting something not of balance, because it's like Six of Earth, it's the clarifier for it, it's the balance card. And then I pulled, so a lot of speaking of balance for it, but also the Sun card for you I pulled. But this was inverted for you, Scorpio. When I see this inverted, this is the best card in the deck when it's inverted, upright. When it's inverted, this is telling me like you're losing your spark. I feel you're losing your shine. And it's through losing this shine, it's through like this chaotic energy that you might be exuding right now because you're just like, screw it. You're manifesting in like you're feeding, because it's like you're losing your spark, you're losing your shine. That's how these weeds grow for you, Scorpio. It's interesting. What is it going to take for you to like get your shine back? I mean, that's my question to you. I'm just a man with some tarot cards. I can only point out the spiral. It's up to you to do something about it. But let's get into your Necronomicon, right? We have the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords inverted, and the Queen of Wands inverted. So this is, again, giving me confirmation, Scorpio. I'm going to be really just blunt and honest with you because I feel like you need this wake-up call. So there's no purpose in me telling you, like, feeding a bunch of smoke, blowing a bunch of smoke up your butt, telling you how things, like, your person's, like, right next around the corner every single week or something like that, right, Scorpio? You're here for progression. The Knight of Swords, this comes in where it's asking you to, and I feel like this is more so of, like, that reckless energy again. I always associate knights with youthful energy. When that youthful energy is holding your sword, you know, what's going on there? You know, would you hand and I'm not calling you a toddler, but I'm going along with the youthful energy analogy. Would you hand a toddler and feel perfectly comfortable with a toddler carrying a sword, carrying that bow and arrow? Would you? I feel like this is more of like a spirit trying to slap you and get you realigned back onto your goal. They're trying to slap you awake, because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, this is like, and I'm not telling you this just because, but it's like intuitive nature. Like, if you've received any of my readings by now, I'm very intuitive when it comes to my messages. I'm always constantly receiving messages. And then when it comes to the upright and inverted cards, it's no different. I don't pull a card, right? Like, this is like 10 of Cups upright for you. when I pull it, but like when I pull the card and hold it, it's like, oh, is this going to be upright or not? I know the answer to it. Which, by the way, this is kind of like a complete going along with what I was going to say anyways. With the Sun card, I felt like it would be upright for you, and this is something that you're going to eventually get back to. But it's essentially like you lost your spark and you just need to get back on track again. This Ten of Cups is telling me that there's going to be you're going to have a happy ending. Right now, you're just mindset right now. Your mind is just out of balance, so you need to do something to get it back in balance so you can just go back to manifesting greatness and back to reigniting that spark again. You know, so I guess my question would be to you, Scorpio, is how are you going to reignite that spark? How are you going to hold yourself accountable? Yeah, the Six of Swords, that's inverted. This is kind of like, I'm going to show you the imagery of it upright. When this is Six of Swords inverted to me, this is telling me some of you guys may be getting off track. Like this, yeah, this is just more off track energy. This may be like some of you guys splurging on like stupid things, or like getting into gambling, or like just spending. It's further just more reckless energy, right? You know, we all have our moments where we're having reckless energy. What's important is being able to acknowledge it and just stop it, right? Or just be in control of it and be aware of like why you're doing that like that process in the begin with, right? Because you can exude reckless energy, and this is going to be probably problematic. And don't take my advice. Don't take my advice and like live your life that way. Because keep in mind, like, I have breakdowns on the internet, girl, like, and I read tarot cards. Like, I'm not some life guru, but I truly do believe that you can heal through the chaotic energy and through being reckless a little bit, as long as it's controlled. It's like that controlled chaos. And you need to set the intention for it to be, right? So if it's like you want to just have like your manic moment and like a weekend in town or whatever, and where you just have like your fun, like, you know, what you normally do, what you normally wouldn't do, or something like that, like whatever it is, it's through like that splurge, then it's just like you have it out of your system, and then you can get back on track, you know, allow your emotions to come into completion instead of trying to make sense of them, instead of trying to rationalize them, instead of trying to feel shame for the feelings that you have, or trying to suppress them, or trying to whatever your story is, Scorpio, be in it. Because it's like Queen of Wands for you was inverted, your last card. You've lost your spark. Do what you need to do to heal yourself right now. You yourself needs to be first priority in trying to mend and like reignite that spark. But things are going to be so beautiful for you, because it's just like, again, what I was talking about, Ten of Cups, Sun. Like, these cards are going like both upright for you, I feel, in the future. And it's like, this is like your potential, and it's just a matter of once you fix your mindset, once you fix your mindset, like the Ten of Cups I pulled for you is upright regardless, and that's like how things are going to happen for you. But this inverted Sun card that was started originally, once you fix your mindset, once you bring things back in balance, you have the happiest and the best card in the deck upright for you, Scorpio. So do the work, exist in your emotions, and then move on from it. I love you so much, Scorpio. I hope this reading was helpful to you. If it was, please, again, remember to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel so much. I hope you allow me the opportunity at some point, again, to allow me to give another reading to you. But until next time, Scorpio, be well.